Poppy Playtime. We all know the game, some people hate the game, and if you're one of those people, get the fuck off my channel, listen to Wrong Side Out by CG5, and get back to me after you know peak. However, we are talking about a special section of the game. We all know the Smiling Critters are the main reason the game went insanely popular, mainly because of the content farm slop, but thankfully, we aren't talking about that side of Poppy Playtime today. That's a whole other video. Today we are talking about the evil version of the Smiling Critters, and by that I don't mean that one that got insanely popular, aka the Frowning Critters. What I do mean, however, are the Nightmare Critters, introduced in Chapter 4. They're arguably a pretty forgettable group. Shit, even I forget half their names sometimes. So because I'm a chronically online teenager with absolutely no social life and an obsession with mascot horror games, I decided to make a video telling every little thing we know about the Nightmare Critters. I haven't slept in days. Someone send help. Hello, everyone. My name is L-Star. Why am I called that? I take a lot of L's in life, and I like stars. And also, before we begin, before some basement gremlin goes, none of this is real. Bozo. First of all, shut the fuck up. And second of all, I got all of this information from the official Poppy Playtime Wiki, so you can look this all up if you don't believe me. With that out of the way, in the name of Mario, let's go! Like the Smiling Critters, the Nightmare Critters were revealed on Twitter, or was it X? I don't even fucking know anymore. And for a quick summary, in case you forgot all about them, and frankly I don't blame you, the Nightmare Critters are nearly identical to the Smiling Critters. Both are small, scented, anthropomorphic plush animals with gaping smiles, individualized pendants, and black eyes. The notable difference between the Nightmare Critters are their dark/territorial colors, furred eyes, and the additional teeth associated with the animal each plush is based on. While the Smiling Critters are described to have positive personality traits, Nightmare Critters are described to have a negative personality trait. The designs of the Nightmare Critters are bolder and darker in theme, a stark contrast to the designs of the Smiling Critters, which are more ooh-woo and My Little Pony themed. So yeah, they are basically if the Smiling Critters got possessed by emo demons. Cool. According to the wiki, the Nightmare Critters were released as a sequel to the Smiling Critters toy line sometime in the 1980s or early 1990s. Them having their own commercial and their own individual scents, just like the Smiling Critters. Eventually, the experiment versions of the Nightmare Critters were made, and surprisingly, they got along pretty well with the Smiling Critter experiments, though this didn't last forever, as in one of the Chapter 4 trailers, it shows a Baba Chop's toy, aka the leader of the group, devouring a fucking Dog Day plush to, survive. But basically everyone was a cannibal after the hour joy, so I guess it's fine. However, there is one key difference. You see, the Smiling Critters have their jingles and even plush versions that try to kill you, the cardboard cutouts, bigger body versions that also try to kill you. The Nightmare Critters only have their very catchy jingle, and the mini plush versions that, once again, say it with me y'all, try to kill you. That's it, no bigger body version, no cardboard cutouts, nada. I now understand Boxy Boo fans' pain. I mean, bro was introduced in a spin-off game, no cardboard cutout, and was slimed out by Chapter 3. However, the Nightmare Critters are confirmed to get cardboard cutouts sometime in the future, probably Chapter 6, which is good, because if they don't, I'm going to fucking crash out. Nightmare Critters come to play, the ghost you about it. What am I doing again? Oh yeah, that's right, making a video. So let's continue with that, starting with the leader of the group. According to her description on Twitter, or whatever Elon Musk is calling the hell that is this app, Baba is described to be the black sheep of the bunch. Baba prefers to keep her space, like a lot of space, too much space. She can be distant, quiet, low energy, and usually requires a lot of coaxing to get her out of the house. Luckily for her, she has some very persistent friends. She usually perks up after a while, but the next day we're right back to the same tune. So yeah, basically your average emo kid that will lose their shit if they see a Hot Topic. I mean, I can't blame her, Hot Topic's cool as hell. Because the Nightmare Critters don't actually have cutouts, we don't know what they sound like. However, the same can be said for Baba Chops, because in the cassette tape in Chapter 5 titled A Just End, we actually hear her speak. Take a listen.
Open the door, Miss Gracie. We just want to play. We're not gonna hurt you, Miss Gracie. We have something very special planned for you.
Also, her scent is anise, or whatever. God, I hope I said that right, which is basically black licorice. Ew. And her pendant is a literal skull. Do what you want with that information. According to her info card, Baby couldn't keep a secret if her life depended on it. If there's one thing in the world she loves, it's gossiping, and she's very practiced at it. She has no concept of privacy or boundaries, and if she's in the room, you could bet your sweet dollar bills she's eavesdropping on someone. Don't worry, if she ever runs out of juicy secrets to talk about, she'll just make something up. So yeah, basically she's that one bitch in high school that absolutely fucking no one likes. What makes Raby Baby special, however, is that unlike 90% of the toys in Playtime, we actually know her real name, that being Jane Elswin. Her story is that in the early 1990s, the scientists wished to create a bigger body version of Raby Baby as experiment 1198. The orphan Jane Elswin was assigned the toy and played through the minigames at the game station a few times as part of her testing. However, in statue, she used her knowledge to figure out a way to make PG Pugapillar lose her, something which interested Harley Sawyer and only made him more confident in Jade being perfect for Project Raby Baby. Also, while editing the script for this video, I realized that in the plush form for Raby Baby, her wings got Thanos snapped out of existence, but she has them in her artwork. Tell me, why is that Bob Entertainment? Simon Smoke and Poe have their wings, so why not Raby Baby? It makes no fucking sense! Ignoring the probably reasonable crash I just had, next one we got on the list is Simon Smoke. According to the Bird app, Simon Smoke knows he's cool and popular, and he makes sure nobody ever forgets it. Whether showing off for his friends or just bragging about one of his accomplishments, it's always a popularity contest with him. Almost always, he wins. In truth, he's a colossal jerk, but he does have a knack for getting away with being one. So basically, the dude is a massive ass. Also, fun fact, he's the second critter to be a mythical creature, the second one being Crafty Corn from the Smiling Critters. That and the fact they have polar opposite personalities, Crafty being a shy girl who likes painting, and Simon being an asshole who needs to shut his fucking mouth, is probably the reason why people ship them together. Including myself. Hey, don't go into the comments and judge me. Yeah, I see you hovering over that keyboard of yours. Besides, you can't be talking. I hacked into your computer last week and saw your browser history. You sick, degenerate fuck. Oh, and also you're forced by Harley Sawyer to kill one of the mini-Simons in Chapter 4. But you have an option to save him, so I guess that's cool. Next we have my favorite, my child. I fucking love Maggie Mako. I mean, hey look, I even have a figurine of her I pulled from a blind box a few weeks back. And yes, you heard that right. The Nightmare Critters have fucking blind boxes, but not cutouts. Mob Entertainment, what the fuck are we doing? If you're gonna make merchandise of a character, at least make them a little lore relevant. Anyways, enough talking about the questionable decisions of Mob Entertainment, however that does need looking at, and let's go into the description of Maggie Mako on the hell that is Twitter. Maggie is always thinking about her belly. She's happiest with food in her mouth, and believe us, she's not picky. She loves sweets, but veggies? Yuck. Don't be surprised if she takes your healthy eating habits advice with a dabble of sugar, some chocolate syrup, whipped cream, and a big cherry on top. All while she's laughing at you profusely. So, basically a swap version of Picky Piggy. And the only thing I found in the trivia section that was worth mentioning is that she was mentioned in a Lily Lovebreaks and Giblet Answer Your Questions video posted on Mom Entertainment's YouTube. Yeah, that's right. I searched the whole ass Wikipedia, and my girl is barely mentioned besides those fuck-ass dolls that try to kill you in Chapter 4 and a fucking Q&A video that I don't even know if it's canon or not. Oops. Sorry, y'all. Went a little insane there. Now, it's time for the next one on the list, that being... Up next, we have probably my least favorite of the Nightmare Critters, but it's still alright. Now, according to, you know what? I'm not even gonna say the app name anymore. Y'all already know where I got this information. Alistair is... Wait a minute. Alistair? Well, I'm starved. Who wants some jambalaya? Oh, God, kill me. Alistair's an all-around lazy guy. He's chill, sure, but if he could, he'd spend all day in the water doing pretty much nothing. He isn't a fan of the whole put in effort and see that effort rewarded bit. He's more of the believer of the philosophy, good things have to come to me, eventually. I just need to wait around for it. Spoiler alert, he's still waiting. Ringing bells, fellas? I know it does for me. And for his fun fact, sometime after the Hour of Joy, several Nightmare Critters noticed Pianosaurus' arrival in the prison utility zone, and 4 of them, Alistair Gator, and a few others that we will get into, came out of their little hiding places to see him. However, while Pianosaurus was performing his concert, the 4 Nightmare Critters were accidentally trampled by the musical dino. So, don't trust musical dinosaurs, I guess? Time for a restaurant's worst nightmare. A rat. Well, what do you think is going to be a bad review? More specifically, Tui. Now let's see what my least favorite app has to say about the rodent. Tui, it's pronounced 2E, is a self-proclaimed trash rodent When he's not busy eating and collecting garbage, he's a lively conversationalist. He talks a lot, which is made all the more surprising by him having shockingly little to say. If you ever need someone to provide insightful commentary or some random piece of junk, Tui is your guy. So for his fun fact, he was one of the nightmare critters that got sniped by the Daimo and is sentenced to scent of rain when it falls on the ground. I mean, hey, it's interesting, I guess. Now, let's see the reason for 35% of all energy drink companies' profits, that being Poe. Now, according to thy ad that shall not be named, Poe hates the sun and thinks it's a cruel trick of nature that the world needs it in the first place. Most comfortable in the dark, they spend their nights hanging around graveyards, listening to music, and feeling vaguely angry at nothing in particular. They insist it isn't a phase. Yeah, alright, buddy. So, once again, this one hits a little too close to home for some people, including me. So, their fun fact, Poe is the only non-binary critter, like, ever. And they also got killed by the funny dino as well. Finally! Oh my fucking god, I am so tired. I wrote half the script in one sitting, and I have to go into the wiki one more time. I will kill— Anyways, Icky's the type of kid to fall behind in a relay race and immediately pin it on a sore knee. Even when that's not the case, he is the very definition of a poor sport. Even though he's naturally talented, he's constantly challenging everyone on absolutely everything, and usually without the outcome he expects. Don't worry, he always has an excuse ready. For what I'm saying, I would definitely hate this motherfucker IRL. And for his fact, he also got murked by Mr. 8 seconds of screen time as well. Don't ask me for more, I'm tired of shit. Woo! That was a lot. I know this ain't my normal type of videos, but hopefully y'all like this one, and I hope you learned some fun facts about your favorite nightmare critters. And before some asshole goes in the comments and goes, is it just me, or are the last few sections a little short? Haha, favoritism, owl bozo. First of all, shut your fucking mouth! And the reason the last few sections are shorter than the others is because I couldn't find jack shit on the last few 4. So to recap, Baba gets a voice line, which kind of makes sense, she's the leader. We learn Raby Baby's real name. Simon is somewhat relevant in Chapter 4, but only for like 5 minutes. Maggie is barely mentioned. The rest of them might as well be non-existent. Oh yes, good call, Mob Entertainment. Makes perfect sense. Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to take a 72-hour nap. Bye, y'all.